Hello everyone, it's Travel Tips with Lori today. Today we're going to talk about flying. Mistakes that I want you to stop making before your next flight. Number one, stop waiting at the gate when your flight's been canceled. Now I just had this one happen. I always like to bring my own personal experiences into this. We were at the gate, we were deplaned. I don't want to tell you the whole story, but then I got a text that the flight was canceled. Even before the gate agent knew it was canceled, I knew it was canceled. As soon as that flight is canceled, don't wait around the gate thinking they're going to help you. You're going to have to go to the ticket counter or get on the phone with the airline and make your next arrangement. I already had my next flight booked. I already was on my way to get my bags and on the way to the new ticket counter on the flight I was going to get on. So don't wait around at the gate. Make the phone call to the airline. The gate agent is usually the last person that knows the most information. Also, stop expecting no crowds on a day that you think isn't peak travel, because it's those non-peak travel days that the airlines will put things on sale. Therefore, it'll actually be a crowded day. So you never really know for sure when it's going to be crowded at the airport and when it's not. And you want to allow time for yourself to get through TSA. Always, Thanksgiving Eve, all the way through that Sunday, is the #1 busiest time to travel in the United States. Also, between Christmas and New Year's Eve. Allow yourself a lot of extra time during those holiday periods. Don't accept the first voucher that the airline offers when the flight's overbooked. I also just had this example happen. They needed actually 6 people to get off the flight and accept a voucher, and it started out at $200 and it went up to $1,000 before they got all the people. So the people that held out a little longer and those vouchers were $1,000. I was tempted, but I had to be at a meeting, so I got on my flight. But $1,000 is what they ended up offering per person. Also, go to the airport lounge if you have a long layover. Now, some frequent flyers have memberships for their lounges. It's an annual fee. Sometimes you could just pay $50. But recently I left Venice, Italy to go back home to Dallas, and I had a 6-hour layover in London, which is not always like that, but can be. And we went in the British Airways lounge, and these lounges normally offer free drinks, free food, free Wi-Fi. I had breakfast and lunch, and they have a customer service person there that can check on your flight. It's very comfortable in there. So don't forget about the airport lounges. Also, check into your flight online ahead of time. If you don't do that, make a habit to do that. It'll save you money and time when you get to the airport. Also, a little tip. Middle seats are actually the best seat to sit in if you have air sickness. It's less motion than anywhere on the plane, so if you're stuck with that middle seat, there are some good benefits to that middle seat. Another thing, measure your carry-on. Measure your carry-on luggage. With Delta, United, and American domestically, it's 19 by 14 by 22. Southwest is 10 by 16 by 24. It's good to know these measurements, which you can find online, and measure your luggage, because many times I've been there with the oversized suitcase and I had to check it at the last minute when I wasn't expecting it to, and I may have some of my essentials in that carry-on. So always measure your carry-on. And weigh your luggage. I have a little scale that I got at Bed Bath & Beyond that weighs my luggage, and I'm going to tell you a story. We were all just in Vegas, right? My husband went back, my fault, with way overweight luggage and had to pay a very hefty fee, up to $100 for 4 pounds overweight. So weigh your luggage. I know I usually weigh mine. This was a quick mistake, and this is what these tips are all about: mistakes not to make for your next flight. You have to make them to know what they are, right? Don't pack liquids in your carry-on. I've accidentally done that before. I was actually in Italy and packed some very, very expensive little jar of truffles. I don't know what I was thinking, I know better, and they were taken right there. A little 35 bottle of truffles taken right from me. So make sure you don't pack your liquids on your carry-on. And bring a pen for especially international, an ink pen to do your overseas forms. Otherwise, you're going to be asking around for that pen, and it's always nice if you already had one. Keep your essentials in your carry-on, like any medication, personal paperwork, documents, stuff like that. Keep that in your carry-on. And this is a silly one, but true. Use the bathroom before you get on the plane. I fly a lot, and it's my habit to go to the bathroom right before boarding because sometimes it's hard to get on and off, or they might have that seatbelt sign on the entire flight, and how uncomfortable is that? Also, while you're in the terminal before your flight, get your coffee because it's not good on the airplane if you need coffee, and also maybe some food because you can eat while on the airplane. I've recently even packed, if I haven't been to the lounge and had the free food, I'll go by and maybe get some chicken nuggets or something so I'll have something to eat while I'm on the flight. And the last one, but they're all good, is don't be a pushover for lost luggage. That means if your luggage is actually lost, make sure the airline reimburses you.